Finished up for the day, heading home to record some interstate driving, see if there's anything interesting happening at home. Hopefully there's something, well, hopefully not too interesting. I don't want nobody to get hurt, just to get some views. I mean, really. Let me get this adjusted properly. And you can ride along with me and see what I see. And we will see what's going on the highways today. It's been a pretty long day. Did pretty good. Met my goals. So I actually knocked off early a little bit. So there's a little bit of daylight left on the way home for a change. That's a key thing about doing some of this. People get too greedy. You hit your goal, quit. Don't keep going. If you keep going, you're just going to cause yourself more problems. Probably get hurt. That's what happened to me the first time. That's how I broke my arm. I got greedy. Didn't quit when I was ahead. I should have quit while I was ahead. And because I got hurt, I ended up missing a whole bunch of income. And I had to spend a whole bunch of money. Now, that's a cougar in front of me, ironically. Okay, we got some birds flying around. Got a cougar in front of us. Today's interesting. And you can see the wind blow that thing, right? He about lost it. It is very windy out here. I'm try to get around this guy before he crashes that thing. Gotta watch these big trucks. You never know what they're going to do. But I did have a good order with Uber Eats for somebody that was driving one of those trucks. They paid me $15 tip. That was a sweet lady. Really loved her. Uber Eats works in this area, but it's not super efficient. I mean, it's good for a backup for when things are kind of dead. But don't get a whole lot of orders. I mean, you're not going to rack up on it in this area. Might be oversaturation of drivers too. That happens a lot in some of these places. I know it's what Walmart did, which because they're mostly planning on doing away with the Spark thing eventually, and have their own associates do the driving. Mostly because Walmart is really big on micromanaging. They really want to control everything down to the last bead of sweat that comes off of you. I mean, they really are obsessive compulsive to some extent. Not everybody in Walmart's like that, but the Walmart Corporation itself. Probably going to be real busy tomorrow and Saturday. They're going to have signals going in and out on the road here, so hopefully this thing comes up clear enough for people to see things. You never know with the signal on these interstates. They should have towers. At the very least, there should be a tower pretty well within range of the whole interstate. There shouldn't be a spot on any interstate in this country where there's no signal. the state, well, the federal government should make sure of that, to be honest. I don't know why they want to rely on private industry. They ain't going to do anything unless there's money in it. So you can't 100% rely on them to do things. I mean, in some certain circumstances, you can rely on them to do it if there's going to be a buck made. And to get that, you got to put, the government's got to step in and do it. And, okay, that's CBS Sports. That's odd. I wonder what they're doing here. Why do they have a big truck? That's interesting. Don't see that too often on the side of the road. I don't understand why there's two exits with a Burger King that within a mile of each other. Seems kind of odd to put two Burger Kings that close together. Well, how much is the big lottery coming up here? Oh, I'll have to go buy some lottery tickets. Powerball. 935 million. Wow, that's almost $1 billion. Well, if I win that, I'll definitely still do my podcast, but I won't be doing shopping orders. I'll figure out something to do, don't worry. But yeah, and I might actually be able to hire somebody to help me do it. So things would look a lot better, that's for sure. Trying to do this stuff on my own is hard, to say the least. I would like to be able to work out of the house a little more, because I can do a lot more with a computer than I can with a cell phone. But the situation is as the situation is. Make do with what I can do. Which is what we do in this world, I guess. See, there's another Burger King on the very next exit. So, huh? Why? I guess. I mean, I don't know. It doesn't really matter, I suppose. As long as they're both making good money, that's all that matters. Apparently it works for them. I decided to stop tonight because I'm feeling, after like I said, I met my goals and I am tired. And I miss my girls. But they're having fun. They're up there shopping at some fancy malls, and they just told me they went to an all seafood restaurant. They don't like to go with me because I don't really like seafood. They seem to think I have to eat whatever they're eating, or they can't eat it. I don't know that mentality. I'll find something to nibble on. It doesn't really matter. I'll be fine. I got plenty of reserve. Missing a meal ain't going to really hurt me all that much. Probably be good for me, to be honest. But like I said in the previous video, last trip to the doctor, they did manage to, well, they told me I lost 7 pounds since November, so that's good. I'll take that as an accomplishment. My back is still messed up, so they did schedule me an MRI for in about 2 weeks, or this week coming. So I'll be going and getting scanned, and we'll see what's wrong with my back, hopefully. I am getting a little tired of the feeling of a branding iron going right into my shoulder blade. That does hurt. And Don't really like it. I don't recommend it. I got lucky today who had all small orders, didn't have anything that was big, so that was a nice that was nice. I've been getting lucky with that here lately. I'm getting familiar with the new area, so I kind of know where things are kind of laid out a little bit, which is kind of good. Busy in the morning, I might do a couple hours of DoorDash before I come out here, just so that I can build that up. I kind of need to get, I don't know, about 10 more orders from DoorDash possibly to get the Dash Anytime unlocked for next month, but I don't know if I'm going to hit that number. I'm going to try, but I just don't think it's going to happen. Look at that. Okay, what the world sign do they have in the back of that? I don't know. I might have to zoom in on that when I get home. I don't know what they have there. Can't read it from here, so maybe I can look at it and zoom in on it later, or try to get a look at it. We'll see. They're from Georgia, I think. Or is that Florida? Oh God, they got a sign in the side too. Oh, they're selling the car. Or they're selling something. That's weird. The car don't look like it's in bad shape. It said $3,000 is what they're wanting for it. At least I think that's what the sign said. Unless there's something else in there they're selling. And she's swerving all over the place. She's behind me now. Some of these people are just crazy and dangerous. Or just crazy. This is I-77, so I don't know if you saw the sign. I'll probably be doing videos like this on the way home from work. So they get the, who knows, we might catch something here. Oh, somebody's up in my blind spot. Don't you just, that's the nice thing about this vehicle. It has the sensors that tells me when somebody's riding in my blind spot, like that person was. I'm trying to get over to this slower lane. Let some of these crazy people behind me get through. Set to cruise control and let them go. Oh no, she's selling a whole bunch of stuff in the back of that thing. Got another sign on there for something else. I wonder what she's selling. Whatever it is, she thinks it's very expensive because the other sign said $5,000. So I don't know what she's selling in there. Apparently it's not the car, so good to know. That is a cute little car, though. I can see getting my daughter something like that. She's already at the age where she's like wanting a car, talking about it. She's 14, going on 40, giving me as many gray hairs as possible. I did get lucky in the fact that the boyfriend she's got at the moment is in Texas, about, I think, 900 miles away, which is fine with me. That's a nice safe distance for the boyfriend. But he's only 5'5". I mean, I thought they were big in Texas. What happened to him? She said his mom and dad are also short. It's like, okay, what are they doing in Texas? But apparently they have a nice little ranch and raise horses and stuff. And we got a lot of cows around here. A lot of cows. I don't think I've ever been to that shot tower. Probably should go. Lived here for 5 years and never been there. So that guy in the white car there, he just got blocked. And I'm getting passed by CBS Sports. And they're cutting me off. That was nice. At least they give a turn signal. Most of the time they don't. They just come over on you. I got my adaptive cruise control on, so it will adjust to their speed, so I won't be going any faster than they are. If they slow down, I slow down. Well, guy pulled out in front of them, merged onto the highway. Okay, what's wrong with this signal? You're seeing some of this traffic. I'm telling you, people driving here are nuts sometimes. You got to be careful. You got to watch them. And then you got people like this driving super slow on this road, and you shouldn't be driving this slow. You can't drive 5 miles under the speed limit on the interstate. You're definitely going to cause a problem. But I haven't really heard anything majorly interesting today. Just mostly worked. Did find Captain D's. I had to do it for them. I might take my family there. My wife likes seafood, and they do have chicken dinner, so they do have something there I can eat. I'm supposed to stay away from red meat anyway, so that would be a good spot to eat with the family from time to time. I mean, they really like seafood. I don't know. I can eat some salmon sometimes if it's cooked right, but I'm not a real big fan of it. I don't know. It's the texture or something. I can't really get into it. And it doesn't help when my taste buds got all messed up when I broke my arm, because during the surgery I nearly bit my tongue off. And I don't know if you can tell it, but I have a hard time actually enunciating words sometimes, because my tongue doesn't work the way it's supposed to anymore. At least not as much. I do have some issues. I have several issues with it moving in the certain types of enunciations. I have to think about it to make it work the way it is, or the way it's supposed to. Okay. Dude, what the hell, man? What the fuck was that all about? I'm sorry. Jeez. You just cut that big rig off. I mean, good lord, dude. What the heck? You cause a wreck and kill all of us. What's wrong with you? Oh, Lord. Excuse me. I don't know if they're still working on that bridge. If they are, I should probably take the next exit. I didn't see him there this morning. Let me see if the GPS says anything about it. Doesn't have anything in the red on the road, because if there was something in the red, they'd have it. If they're working on it, it'd be in the red. So looks like it's clear. Just past the Winnebago. But yeah, there's some. That guy in that red truck is going to wreck somebody eventually. I mean, he really is going to cause a problem. And never a cop around when you need one. And of course, he probably lives here, so he knows about the cops hiding in this spot right here. There's usually one in this little cubby. And another one right up here a little bit. There goes a silver van. Or as my daughter calls him, a kidnap van. Where they grab you and just throw you in the back. Haul your butt off. Oh yeah, I did see something crazy about from a guy that's a flat earther videos. There's people that debunk the poor guy all the time. He just has so much problem. Feel bad for him on occasion because his wife gives him a lot of grief for doing what he's doing, and I don't know why he's doing it, to be honest. I've never actually looked at his channel. He lives up in New York. I think it's CC Chris. I don't know what his handle is. I don't know how many followers he has, or if he's even monetized his channel. But he goes on and on and on about some crazy rants. Oh Lord, does he believes every conspiracy out there. I mean, all of them. You name a conspiracy.
In 2 miles, take exit 14 for US 58, US 221 toward Hillsville, Galax.
I mean, I don't know. From what I can tell, if you go down that rabbit hole about conspiracies, apparently, eventually, you start believing them all. And are there real conspiracies? Probably. There's probably some things that the government does that's shady that we should probably not trust them on, but there's other things that are just, that's not that big a deal, and they just obsess over it. Like, he thinks the earth is flat, space is fake, that we live in a snow globe. I mean, he just can't. The problem with a lot of the people that believe in the flat earth stuff is they can't comprehend just how big the earth is and just how small we are. I mean, that's what it comes down to. That's what they can't understand that part. They just can't think in that dimension. They can't understand that we are really, really small. We are tiny. We are not, well, we live on this ball and we are super small, and that's why some of the
in
horizon,
half a mile.
Is,
Galax.
The earth is so big. Just big. And there's another spot where cops sit. They're not there tonight, so they must have found something else. And this guy's driving extremely slow.
Take exit 14, then slide right onto the ramp to Galax.
Didn't see any point in going around him because of the fact that I was coming up on my exit. So what's the point? I just have to fight my way back over.
Slide right onto the ramp to Galax, then merge onto US 221 South.
Going off my exit. Looks like we got a nice sunset this evening. There's Motel 6. They'll leave a light on for you. This is a new restaurant that just opened up here, Fiddler's Restaurant. I've heard they were good, but a little bit pricey. From what I understand, mostly senior citizens like to eat there, though. I don't know what the deal is with this Wendy's here. For some reason, they always have the lobby closed. Don't understand why they have it closed. They just renovated it. Is it they just don't want nobody messing up their brand new renovated lobby? I guess. I don't know what the deal is. But there's our Chevrolet dealership. I checked with them a few times about getting an electric or hybrid vehicle. They never can get one in stock. So I ended up buying this Jeep. I like this Jeep. It's not perfect. There is an issue with the climate control, which I read up on. It seems to be a problem with this particular model of Jeep. The Grand Cherokees apparently say have some sort of issue with climate control. And apparently they just can't fix it either, so it kind of stinks. Apparently it's a design. I thought that 1-inch vents was a good idea. Well, that's what this thing has. 1-inch. That's not putting out near enough air to cool down this much space in the in a vehicle, because this thing has a lot of space. I mean, that's just ain't gonna let it. You're not going to get the air out to actually do much anything, even on high fan. We'll cool this thing down, except rolling down the windows. But that don't really do a whole lot because it's 80 outside. Today I did 175 miles travel. 56 of it so far has been on the battery. Only 118 was done on the out of the gas. So I did pretty good on my mileage. If only I could find a charging place out there in that spot, I could do better, but that's the way it is. The sunset's over to the left. You can't really see it. I don't know. Let me see if I can adjust so we get a shot of it as we drive by one of these sections where it's visible. I don't know if we can get it in here or not. Nope, it's over the horizon here already. Well, this part of it anyway. Got too many trees and other things in the way. And it'll probably be down by the time I get home. So, unfortunately. Maybe down here where this bridge is. Let's see. Oh, it's already over the hill. Yep, already went down over the hill over there. That's a shame. That's another thing flat earthers get very upset about. Sunsets. You can literally see the sun going below the horizon here. They cannot handle that at all for some reason. But yeah, they get very upset about that. They'll lie, they'll fight with you, they'll say all kinds of crazy stuff. Well, I am almost home. and I am going to call it a night. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like, subscribe. Got any content ideas for me? If you want, be sure definitely to check out my poll. I have a poll: who is tougher, Kong or Godzilla? Check it out. It's on my community tab. I'm very curious to see how that goes. I'm going to leave it up for maybe a couple of weeks to see how many votes we can get. So go there, check it out, put a vote on it, and let me know who you think is stronger, Kong or Godzilla. And you guys have a good evening, and I'm going to sign out.